Привет, comrade, TFCom here. This is a continuation of yesterday's video, which I have recently found out never went out. I tried to post it, and apparently an error popped up, and I didn't see it. So it never got posted, but it's currently uploading as I'm making this one, so it'll probably be uploaded by, well, long before this one's published, because it will do that one first and everything else. But, you know, basically, it is in the process of being uploaded as this video is going. But what I was saying that I would make a video about, which I completely forgot to make, I was gonna make it immediately after the first one, so I guess good that I didn't. I don't know. But I want to make a video about my trip to Fright Fest, which, for any of you who know, that is what they call Six Flags during October, basically, yeah. And it's, you know, fun place. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever been to Six Flags, but I used to go every single year because we got free tickets first with school. But I haven't been since high school because I didn't have, you know, tickets. So it's been a few years. But I absolutely loved it when I was growing up. And that's kind of iffy there, because I did love it, but I didn't ride like anything. Even gentle rides were terrifying to me, you know. But so I was kind of iffy about going in the first place. Plus I was starting feeling sick. You know, I was feeling sick before, so I was kind of like, but it's my friend's birthday party, 21st birthday, I don't want to be a dick and not go, you know. Well, I had a blast. I rode everything, it seemed. There was a few I didn't get to ride, but I rode a lot more than I ever would have. And that's a surprising thing to me. I started to think that maybe it was the Adderall, so we get, because my anxiety was always, you know, so horrible. I would be too afraid to even wait in a line for the antique cars. You know, those people are gonna stare at me. What do I do? What do I do? You know. But I was willing to wait in line alone for some things. I didn't, but I was willing to, you know. And that was amazing. But I think that's why also I wasn't scared of the rides like I used to be. Because, you know, Adderall helps with my anxiety a lot. So I think that's why. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. I rode Catwoman's Whip. I loved that one. I absolutely love the Texas Sky Screamer. That one was so good. Let's see. The Tony Hawk Big Spin was what it used to be called. Now it's called Pandemonium. I don't know when they changed that name. That one was terrifying. Like, I loved it, but I did not expect it to be scary at all. I expected it to be kind of gentle. I was like, there's not even big drops or anything. I mean, yeah, you're kind of spinning, but it's basically teacups in the air. That one was, wow. Loved it. Do not want to do it again with any items in my hand. I had one of those souvenir cups, you know? And because there's no cubbies or anything, and all of us are riding it. But, you know, they said it's okay to keep it in your lap. Well, safe to say, the drink just all over my face while I was spinning, and that was scary. But it was really fun. I rode a lot of rides that I wouldn't have even looked at twice before. Like, I'd be like, nope. My friends didn't want to ride the same rides as me for the most part. A lot of it was a time thing, I think. Like, we still, like, it's not like we were running late or anything, did anything. It was more of they didn't want to wait in line. So if the line was more than like 30 minutes, they weren't going to do it. And that kind of sucks, because, you know, none of the big ones are going to have a line shorter than like 2 hours. But, you know, the line only gets bigger the longer you wait. So, like the Viper and Batman, I didn't get to ride those, which I would have loved to do. But, you know, I still had a lot of fun. It was actually kind of hostile. We did have a few little fights there with each other. But I think this heat was getting to everyone. Everyone else seemed to be really tired towards the end. I wasn't at all, even though I didn't take the second Adderall pill, you know. I guess adrenaline's what kept me up after the Adderall thing did, but yeah. And it was fun. You know, I definitely a lot more fun than I expected to have, and that was great. Just a whole lot of awesome. And what else can I say about the Six Flags trip? It's been a while, so I don't really remember. Well, I did buy a souvenir cup, which might have been good. I'm so used to the fact that, you know, it's always a better deal, you know, because you get a lot of refills even in one day, and then it's you discounted refills all season long if you get the red one, or all season, yeah, discounted if you get the red one, and free refills all season long if you get the yellow one. I got the yellow one. They were on sale for the price of the red, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get the yellow, you know. Well, I ended up refilling it twice, and even then I didn't finish it the first. When I refilled it once, and I didn't even finish it the first time. It just got all watered down and hot, so I switched it out. So I need to drink more water. Well, it wasn't even water; it was soda. But you know what I mean. It probably would have helped if someone was sharing it. You know, I'm used to we get like a cup, maybe two, and we share with like 6 people. So you know, it's definitely a good deal in those cases. But that's not what we did this time. But you know, there was a lot of malfunctions. I don't mean like horrible. Let's see. Well, originally the Viper was closed due to weather, which was interesting. But not, it was, you know, it was supposed to storm, but it never did. So maybe they're like prepping for that or something like that. There was a little bit of puddles on the ground, so I thought maybe it rained before we got there, but it definitely wasn't raining by the time we got there. So it was closed and then opened later on. Same with the log flume. The Roaring Rapids broke down. Well, not really sure what happened with that, but we were in line and everything, and then the little conveyor belt, you know, that brings them back up after they're done with their like little trip or whatever, so people can get off and new people can get on, things like that, you know. It wasn't moving. They couldn't get it to turn on, so people weren't able to get up and get out of the boat, you know. So they were stuck, and then no one else could ride. And some people were being really big dicks to the attendant, you know, because they were like, "Well, what's happening?" It's like technical difficulties, and they were like, "No, what exactly is it?" And he says, "Well, it's the conveyor belt not working." And they're like, "Okay, then fix it." And he's like, I can't fix that, you know, we have to wait for maintenance and stuff. And they were like, "No, I'm writing this today, you better fix it." And they were just being complete dicks to this guy. They're being really rude, like hateful for him and stuff like that. And I'm just like, I knew. I guess it's common in any place, but it's just any customer service job, you're gonna find dicks. And I guess a lot of it was also the fact that, you know, it's life, I guess, but it's just, they were just so mean to him. And I knew that there was hour long line, and we'd finally made it to about halfway point. And we didn't wait that long for it, you know, but a lot of people did. And by the time, you know, the line was a lot longer. So I guess by the time you made it up there and everything, and then be told it wasn't gonna work. But they tried to fix it, you know. They let us stay, you know. They let you stay in line as long as you wanted. They did come back out later on and say, "Hey, it's fixed." So we all ran back into line, and ended up not being fixed. And he was like, "I'm so sorry. I was told it was fixed. I thought it was working. It just stopped again, and it had picked up one a little bit, but you know, it stopped moving after that." So it was like, I thought it was working. I'm sorry." And so everyone was like getting really pissed off, like, "Why'd you even call us up here?" You know, and I'm just like, don't be a dick to this guy. He's very young. He looks like maybe 17 tops. And, you know, he's obviously very stressed. His job is a very stressful job, you know, and he's trying. He's just the messenger, you know. He's not It's not the one, you know, he's just not the one who broke it, so don't act like he is, you know, but... Oh, it was a fun day. I did have a bit of an issue, unfortunately, because of stupidity. No, it's not my stupidity too much to see. I need to get some gas before they close in 10 minutes. But what it was is that, you know, it was Fright Fest, and so there were some rides that I couldn't get on because they had strobe lights on them. And they didn't, you know, it's rides that doesn't usually have strobe lights, but they added it, you know, for the Fright Fest thing. And for those who don't know, I don't know if I ever mentioned it, but I have, I'm epileptic, and my seizures are light-induced. Meaning that when there are flashing lights, strobes, or anything of that nature, I will cease, and it will be, you know, very bad.